From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we march to the finish of Week 12 with a strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Jets of Orlando taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start the drive with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Spinning past him. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. In motion right, that's Williams. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6. Able to slither by. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Chiefs at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
On the option right, Herbert. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Again, it's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Jets. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top four.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He's got daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Third and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Let's go. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Dancing to his left. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Herbert going to change the look. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Slot man moves right. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. In motion left comes Williams. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Herbert going to change the play here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. 35 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? But remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to him on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Herbert now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll send Williams in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position.
but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And running with power here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw here on first down. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert to throw.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here comes 2nd down. Herbert.
He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to